What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. I know I haven't really posted in a while, but I'm here with some big news. The Five Nights at Freddy's trailer has finally been released. Well, it's only a teaser, but this game means so much because one of the first videos I ever made was a FNAF related video, and today I'm going to be analysing the teaser trailer, seeing some stuff that you may have missed in the trailer, because it actually does tell quite a lot. If you want to view it, make sure you do subscribe, like, and turn on post notifications so you never miss out on a video. Let's get into this. Now, if you don't know already, this movie is being distributed by Blumhouse. If you don't know what Blumhouse is, they specialize in making all these horror movies. Like, some of my notable favorites are The Invisible Man, the Insidious series, and one of my personal favorites, but without further ado, let's get into this little teaser. And at the mere 6-second mark, you were introduced to a arcade machine. Now, the arcade machine spun out through the entire of the FNAF game series, most notably in security breach, as you can actually physically see them. But you are in mini games in the other games, so let's see if they have anything to say about that. And later on, you also see a ball pit, which I'll get later on into, because that actually might be very important to the entire series. Later we're introduced to Freddy, Chica and Bonnie on the stage, and honestly I couldn't think of any better way of portraying them in this film. They look absolutely incredible. And I've also realised that this whole thing is set in like VHS style, so I feel like this is not like security breach time like 2030. This is like back in the 1970s, 1980s, like with, William Afton and Mike Schmidt. So I'll be very interested in seeing what's been happening there. But also I want to point out, going back to that little scene, we hear these lyrics.
Welcome to Freddy Fazbear's Pizzeria, where fantasy and fun come to life. Hit it, guys.
What secrets are there? So, and why would they be playing it at like a kids convention thing, which makes no sense. So I'm wondering what secrets there are which they're hiding in the film, but I'm pretty sure we're going to find out when the film gets released October 27th. Around 12 seconds we see the pizzeria, and I'm not going to lie, it looks amazing. I've probably said this like about 10 times now, but it looks run down, and my question is, why would they be hiring a security guard for an abandoned building? We then also go on to see Mike Schmidt with his security uniform, because I'm pretty sure he's been hired. Then we see him with like a flashlight going into the building, but the inside itself doesn't even look that run down. We also see like some kids drawings down there, but anyway, moving on. We then see Mike flipping a lever, which then turns on the outside Freddy logo. Now on the Freddy logo it looks like some tangled wires or just some vines maybe, but if it's run down and abandoned, why is the electricity still working? Like, why has it got such fully functional equipment? Halfway into this teaser trailer we see this. Now I think this is where the security guy, aka Mike Schmidt, is going to be sitting for the Five Nights. We see the original poster in the background. We see the cup and fan, which, if any of you OGs know, that's been there for so long in the Five Nights at Freddy's series. And I think we see like some congratulations things in the top right as well. But we see the CCTV, which is showing like the corridors, the outside, and I think the animatronics as well. We then get a very, very quick glimpse of Freddy behind Mike Schmidt.
We're going to have so much fun together.
This is when the suspense rises and we see someone getting locked into a chair. But the thing is, people think this might be Mike Schmidt, but it could be someone else. Because if you see Mike Schmidt walking into the pizzeria, he's wearing a jacket with just a top, but this guy's wearing a suit. This might be Mike on his other shift, but we don't know. People have been saying that it might be the phone guy. Obviously in the game it was Scott Cawthon, the creator of FNAF, but we're gonna find out when we see the film, but I think that it's Mike Schmidt. However, it could be the phone guy. We then see the Freddy head, well, the inside of the Freddy head with like all these knives and sharp things in it. So if any head went in there, it would literally make you bleed like mad. Josh Hutcherson released this photo. Josh Hutcherson plays Mike Schmidt. He released this photo with like him in the chair and the Freddy head about to go onto him. So I think it's probably cleared up that this is probably Mike Schmidt in the chair. We then see the shadow of Foxy, and I think one of the reasons why we don't see Foxy is because if you play FNAF 2 or even the fan-made games like Joy of Creation, we know that Foxy doesn't like light, he gets blinded by light. So one of the reasons why I don't see Foxy is because, we see a lamp next to his shadow, so Foxy's probably scared of that. We then see Piper Rubio playing Abby Schmidt. I don't know who this Abby Schmidt is. I've never heard of this character before in the FNAF universe. We see her in her like pink pajamas. I don't know why she has pajamas, but each to their own. But she's at the pizzeria, and if she's in her pajama, then she is like attracted to this place as like a child. And she's looking at what seems to be Freddy on the stage, and Freddy has orange eyes, and I have no idea why. Then we see the sexy Vanessa, played by Elizabeth Lell. Now we know security breach that Vanessa is Vanny, and I want to point out something. Vanny has red or orange eyes, and that's when she was like possessed. So I think these orange eyes, they probably like possessed by a human. We all know that the spirits are in the animatronics, so that's probably why that their eyes are orange, and later on their eyes become red. We see then William Afton, the man, the myth, and I'm not even going to say legend because the guy kills people, especially children, so I'm not going to get into that. However, we see him in his office, and he's played by Matthew Lillard, aka
I'm not stopping till you're first, singed off. Right.
Then in the background, I'll point out we see a lamp, and in FNAF 4 we know that there's a lamp right next to the bed. I think it's like a hospital bed. I'm not quite sure yet, but we see a lamp there, so this might be in his household, so I'm not sure, but we know that this like pipe works as well, so that the location might be linked to his actual house as well. Then we see children in the forest with Mike Schmidt. But I just want to point out that there's 5 children in the background, and we know that the main animatronics consist of Freddy, Chica, Bonnie, and Foxy. Those are 4, but if there's a 5th one, that might mean that Golden Freddy might be in this background shot. And if you do watch a lot of MatPat like myself, will know that Golden Freddy consists of 2 people. Well, in theory, it consists of 2 people. The Crying Child and Cassidy. If you don't know who Cassidy is, she has like black hair. I think she's in the law book, but I'm not. Don't quote me on that. We see this guy next. Now a lot of fans will be saying that this is the phone guy, and I mentioned him earlier, but in FNAF 1, FNAF 2, FNAF 3, and some others, phone guy dies on like night. I don't remember which night it was, but one of the nights he dies. Freddy gets to him because you can hear the music in the background. This might be the scene of him dying. We then see Abby Schmidt going into a ball pit. Now, I mentioned the ball pit earlier. We see her going to the ball pit. Now, like I said, I watched a lot of game theory and MatPat, and the ball pit is apparently time traveling from like 1985. So she's in the ball pit, and it looks like she's trying to hide from these animatronics. We get like a few glimpses of these animatronics, especially Freddy here, but she looks like she's hiding from Bonnie, I think Foxy maybe as well. But this Freddy doesn't look like the Freddy that was on stage. I know you can't really tell because it was like VHS style, but this Freddy might be Golden Freddy because it looks just a little bit more rough, I guess. Looks just a little bit more lighter, more golden like, but I'm not sure. But just again, they have red eyes, and I'm not sure. It's probably because they're evil and they're possessed by spirits, like I said earlier. But I guess we're gonna find out when the movie comes out. And just like that, I have made a 10-minute video out of a 47-second teaser trailer. So thank you so much for watching. This really means a lot. One of the first videos I made was a FNAF video. The games mean so much to me, and the movie's finally getting released, and honestly, it looks incredible, and I can't wait to see it. Make sure you like, subscribe, and make sure you click on my channel notifications, and just like that, I'll see you in the next one.